No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warrior.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13.
Go, go! The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Regular. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Good. 180. King. Check back. Go Mike 51. Hey, Delta. Hurry. Hey, let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? What you got?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Point it right. Check three. Hurry.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Fielded about a yard deep. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
17. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
65. Hey, team 6.
Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
180.
Here we go. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
From the 39, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Jim, regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Good job.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, man. Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Browns 10, 49ers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo now. And this one's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum,
here we go.
big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha. One, Omaha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
11. Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on?
This is caught inside the 15. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, watch the slant.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, Delta.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
49ers 13.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken very short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Let's go, let's go.
30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
You don't worry. Check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Hey, exit. 65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Five.
On first down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go. 180. 12. Hey, wahoo!
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Under 21. Joker. Kill. Two draw Corker. Crouch. Shift. Check. Hey, gun. Spons. No.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Olivier Vernon brings him down. On second down, a run with Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Come on, D.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, gun.
I got you.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I got you. Hey, gun.
58, the money.
Come on.
58, right on.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Browns.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Lloyd 33.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.